How's it going, everybody? So today I figured I would do a book haul video, talk about the books I've gotten over the last couple of weeks, and we'll go ahead and get started with He Who Ate the Wild by G. J. Terrell. And this is a Kickstarter edition, and I'm telling you, this book is gorgeous. The naked hardcover, look at that, white with green writing. Absolutely gorgeous. You got this beautiful end papers. And he even has this very neat spirit glossary that contains some pictures in it of all the different denizens of the spirit world that he talks about. And it's Studio Ghibli inspired. If you couldn't tell, just take a look at this. This is beautiful. All right, that's the original cover for the book, which is included in this hardcover special edition. But I'm excited to read this book. I'm probably going to read this next. And just to give you a little synopsis of what the book is about, I have grown hungry. Grief no longer nourishes me. I will eat the wild. Whisper your prayers. Light your candles. Watch your steps. Cherish your life. And most importantly, never let the spirits hear your name. These were his mother's rules before she disappeared, and Kazuki followed them, even when his father was ripped apart by a malevolent spirit. When he decides to go in search of his mother, an encounter with corrupted bear leaves him weak, wounded, and worst of all, tainted. All right, next up is Brian Lee Durfee's 5 Warrior Angel trilogy. And, of course, because so many editions are beautiful in my book collection, I got the broken binding editions of these books. Broken binding never misses. Take a look at these books. You saw the gorgeous sprayed edges. Look at the end papers. Unbelievable. Amazing. And this book series is on so many people's top 10 lists of all time. I had to read it. I have to. And so I'm looking forward to reading this. I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's very dark, which I'm into. So I can't wait to read these books. But next is Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. Has some interesting drawings inside of it. It has a map of the city, Oxford. And I just love this blue with gold. Big fan of it. And it's Barnes & Noble special edition. That's what I have, the Poppy War trilogy from Barnes & Noble as well, and Calabasas also from Barnes & Noble. So I have the whole R.F. Kuang, I think besides Yellowface, from Barnes & Noble in the special edition format. Now, Babel. It's very divisive amongst the booktube and book talkers of the world. I've heard mixed things. I like to make my opinions myself, and so I am going to read it. So far, it's a little slower than I would like, coming off of book series that I've read, like the Poppy War and the Iconoclast trilogy. So I am reading 2 books at the same time right now. I'm reading Babel, and I'm reading the Maven Knight book 2, Ones of Aster. And so kind of bouncing. I'm not a huge fan of doing that, but I have to do it in this instance so I can get through it, and we'll kind of go from there. It might be a point where I just stop reading the other book and read Babel straight through. That's what I'm hoping for. But right now it's starting off a little bit slow, which I understand why. So hopefully finish that in the next week or so. Then I have the Passage to Dawn series. So we got the 3 main books and we got 2 novellas. So I have not heard anything of Passage to Dawn. I've never read any of the books. I've never heard anybody talk about them. I try to not intentionally read reviews. I might watch booktubers or book talkers reviews about certain books, but I do try to keep it minimum as much as possible because I do like to go into books blind. And so this edition, Kickstarter edition, gorgeous, gorgeous. Got a beautiful map of the world. Got some nice drawings. And just this edition is just beautiful. And so I do want to get through this book. I got a bunch of books in my backlog right now, but I'm looking forward to reading it. I don't know anything about the book, and so I can't wait to kind of go into this blind and make my own decision. And I will let you guys know when I'm done with the book series, and then you guys can make your determination on what I say. But if you've read any of these books, let me know. If you like them or dislike them. I'm always willing to kind of read it, and I will still read it myself because I will make my own determination. But I have noticed that my opinion differs a little bit from other book talkers and booktubers. An example is I like the Poppy War trilogy. I feel like a lot of people did not like the Poppy War trilogy, and I am still kind of hit or miss on Sun Eater. I've only read the first book, which I've heard that the next books are better, but I feel like that's such a popular book series, and I don't know. I'm just not really super into it right now. Like it's okay, and I thought the ending for book one was pretty good. So we'll see if it my opinion of it changes over time. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks.